So where do I start? Not sure. I developed a lot of, I really don't want to use these negative words. Um, I worked in an office that taught me a lot of negative words or a lot of negative ways to be due to the fact that they said I needed to open up about what I don't know. Having my mental stability attacked and undermined by uneducated individuals with no degrees or a college education. And I'm very happy that I'm not around these people anymore. I mean, I'm ecstatic. Okay. But now it's like because of who they think they are or who they think they should be, they feel that they have some type of authority. Now, there's a lot of reasons to why things are happening the way they're happening, of the consequence of lack of authority and infiltration of people's identity. And for every action, there's a reaction and there's a consequence that you must deal with, whether you like it or not. So the more I have to interact with people that I am forced to interact with, because that's what they do, they force you. Their ways of forcing you is to try and convince you of their way, which I don't give a fuck, straight up. Never have, never will, never decided on it. And these people tend to believe that they're always bigger than everything else when you're just really tiny. Just like the brain that you think you're processing these information with. So, for them to think and feel, the overthinkers, because they need a lot of medicine, that they can judge you, and they can infiltrate you. They can try to copy you. Like, I literally read, okay, someone saying that people learn by imitating and mimicking. That is literally an insult to injury and an insult to any levels of education. An insult to the history and the philosophy and the educators before you things came along. This is why you know not who you are, but what you do, and you still know not that too. So the only way you feel you can live with your imitating and your mimicking is by focusing on one particular person and think you have made it in some way, shape, or form. And you have not. You have not even made anything. And what you do make is resented by a lot of things and people. So you shouldn't be proud about mimicking and imitating anyone. You should be ashamed. Matter of fact, not even ashamed. You should not speak. Because what you're speaking of is a copy and paste. Because, I mean, really, you mimic. That means you saw it done, just like you copied and you pasted. Your life is only copy and pasting social security and names. This is why on social media there's so much of the same names. Because you don't have an identity. So you need to use somebody else's identity to make yourself feel important. Like I said in my last video, I don't need to step on anybody to make myself feel good. You can step on yourself and then look at yourself in the mirror. I don't have a problem seeing my face. You have a problem seeing your own face. It's ugly, isn't it? Just like what's inside. It shows on the outside. It's a disease, just like we're dealing with right now. You can't even trust the person sitting next to you, let alone they can't even trust their husbands and their wives. So, I mean, seriously, you shake hands with who and for what and about what? But that's not the point. The point is, I need you not to mimic me or try to be like me. I need you to be yourself so I can know who you are. There's a time and place for everything, and a lot don't know when to and when not to, because when you spend your entire life mimicking and imitating somebody, you can't think. That word means nothing to you. You only speak nonsense. You can't comprehend anything, because what is there for you to comprehend? A conversation or just to converse with someone will blow your mind. It's not about using large words, it's just about using words. And they know not how to do that either. That's why their vocabulary is very small, tiny, just like the brain that don't process. But feel, because they flash out with name brand that they debrand, because that's all they do, and then they turn around and then they call them racist, or they judge them. They worked hard for their brand and for their name. That is what they preached about. I've heard it. Protest, testimony. Yet you go around and you mimic and you imitate this person to devalue them, to devalue their brand, to devalue their hard work, and think you've made it. So I give them no wrong. You only need to wear this brand to make yourself look good, and you don't look good in it. You carry nothing to it, but only to diminish it, because you feel like you deserve. You don't deserve anything when you don't know who you are. You have no personality. You have no ambition, let alone you have no simple education or a piece of paper to prove it. So for you, or that individual that claims mimicking and imitating someone is the way of life, no words. So here we are, same situation, no control, but yet everybody wants power. To do what? To kill people more than they're already dying? You already did it, hence the flu shot.